What's up, guys? It's your boy Storm back again with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about something that I've been noticing a lot in social media recently, and it's the social shaming that goes on surrounding the Black Lives Matter movement. So, some things that you might hear, things like white guilt, white silence, solidarity, right? These are all terms that have started to come up as we've started to have this discussion again, because this is not a new discussion about police brutality in the US and the idea that black people have a much more difficult time dealing with these particular scenarios than anyone of any other descent, right? And this is true. Black people get abused by the system, by police, by a lot of things, right? Slavery. There's a lot of things that have been done wrong to us as a people in this country. But here's the thing, regardless of what's been done, regardless of the facts that I just stated or the things that I just mentioned, it does not make it okay for you as someone who supports the movement to shame someone else for not showing their support of the movement. Even if they support rights for African Americans, even if they think police killings and police brutality is wrong, it still does not obligate them to post about it on social media. There could be numerous reasons why they don't post about it. They could just not be someone who posts that much in general, but using the energy of shame and trying to guilt people into doing it, trying to guilt people into making sure that all of their friends know that they stand in solidarity. Right? What even is that? You got to understand, when you're shaming someone, when you're telling someone on social media, wow, you don't believe what I believe, you're ignorant, you're a bad person, you're this, you're that. That's shame. That's straight, you are shaming someone, right? And here's the thing about shame. Shame is a very, very low vibrational energy. In fact, I'm pretty sure shame is on the very bottom of the list of the spectrum of vibrational emotions that a human being can feel. So I think it's shame, then it's guilt, then fear, then anger, and then it goes on up through pride and eventually neutrality, and so on and so forth, love. But shame is the absolute lowest vibrational energy that a human being can experience. So for you to use that energy and cast spells onto other people with that energy, understand what's going to happen to your own energy. Understand that when you go to shame someone else, your vibration is lowering. Just understand that, right? Understand that when you're, all right, so let me use an example, right? So the energy of pride sits above the energy of anger, just above. So it goes from anger to pride, right? Now let's say you're very proud to be black, you're supporting the movement, you're at pride. That's the energy that you generally sit at, pride. And then, when you're feeling really great, you're courageous, right? It goes pride, then courage. Pride, courage, and then below pride is anger. So you're prideful and you're about the movement, and let's say you decided to go on social media one day and shame Billy, your next door neighbor, because he has yet to post anything about Black Lives Matter, even though Billy has claimed to be your friend for years, right? So now you're shaming Billy because he's not going out of his way to post about it. Even if you in your heart know that Billy's not racist, even if you in your soul know that Billy's your genuine friend, the fact that you are willing to shame him, now watch what's gonna happen now. So you shamed Billy on social media, you shamed him on Facebook, you said, Billy, we've been friends with this long, and you didn't even have to say names. I've been friends with a lot of people for very long, and I see some of them not posting. I'm very disappointed. So now, underneath that post that you made on Facebook, 9 times out of 10, the thread is going to be what? People arguing back and forth, 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 back and forth. And by the time that you're done reading, responding, liking, disliking all of these comments underneath your post where you just shamed somebody else, let me tell you what you're gonna come out of that post feeling: pissed off, angry, exactly, because your vibration went from being prideful to being angry because you used an emotion like shame to reprimand someone else for their own individual choice, which everyone has their own free will, their will to do as they please. We have to remember throughout all of this, throughout the protests, throughout the movements, throughout all this, that at the end of the day, everyone has the right to think, believe, say, feel, do what they wish to do, as long as it doesn't impede on the rights of others. So when you think about that person that you know is racist, that is openly racist, that hates you know what, when you think about that person and you think about, wow, they're so ignorant, like how could they do it's 2020, like how, you got to realize that they have the right to be as ignorant as they are. The same way that racist person is only racist because they're ignorant is the same way how there's people in low-income neighborhoods that stay there because they were born there and that's all they know. So if you're gonna tell people that they can't be racist, then you better be ready for people to tell you that you have all the opportunities you need to get out of the hood and you should stop complaining. Right? You don't share their experiences and they don't share yours. You can't think about what that would be like if someone who was privileged and had everything they needed was to tell someone who was in the hood that they should just suck it up and do what they got to do to get out. And that's not untrue, because regardless of where you are, if you have access to something to watch this video on, that means you have the ability to get out of where you are, whatever negative situation that is, right? So remember, the next time you tell Billy Bob or whoever it is that he should stop being racist because ABC, understand that Billy Bob's gonna go talk to Jamal in the hood and tell him that he should just get out of the hood because of ABC, and he shouldn't even been around the cops because he should have been obeying the law because of ABC. We can do the tit for tat. We can do that all day, but it's never gonna get us anywhere. The only thing that's gonna get us somewhere is if we, ourselves as individuals, look at our own traumas, right? If black people looked at their own traumas and said, what am I really mad about? Am I mad about the police killing people that are my skin color? Or am I mad that I've been systematically put in a ghetto, so to speak? What am I really mad about, right? The same way that people who are racist, they have to ask themselves, what am I really mad about? Am I mad that this person has a different skin color than me? Or am I mad because I think that skin color denotes a certain type of behavior based on what I was taught by my ignorant elders? We all have ignorant elders that from age 1 to age 7 years, they're able to teach us literally everything that we know just through talking amongst each other. It takes 1 or 2 racist conversations your family members are having for you to be racist subconsciously without even knowing it. So we gotta take that into account. We gotta be more compassionate with each other, because at the end of the day, the only thing that's gonna raise the vibration high enough to the point where we don't experience racism, we don't experience division, we don't experience the conflicts we experience based on the color of people's skin. The only way we're ever gonna get there is if we all aim for the emotional feeling and vibration of love. If we all raise our vibrations to the vibration of love, then we can get to a point where racism becomes a moot point. But trying to will somebody else into doing something based on it being the right thing to do is not enough. You got to be okay with them doing them. You got to do you. You got to let the people who resonate with you come and become a part of your tribe. You got to let the people who resonate with them go and become a part of their tribe. You guys can agree to disagree, but you can both be respectful of each other's decision to do so. So with that being said, stop socially shaming other people. Stop using terms like white silence. Stop using terms like white guilt. Stop making white people feel like it's their job to give us black people back our rights, right? The only people who can give us our power back is us. The only people who can give you your power back is you. If you feel like you don't like it living at your parents' house, you don't like their rules, like you can move out, right? You can take your power back. You don't have to be a slave to anyone. So with that being said, stop the social shaming. It's just not, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. But until next time, peace.